Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be reacting to strangest scary creatures caught on tape. So let's go to YouTube, of course, and we're gonna watch this one. Yeah. Okay, come on, let's start it. And I'm here too. Oh yeah, Diego's here too.
Sketches. The surface.
Skip bad. Come on, okay, we're gonna watch it. So yeah.
Number 15, The Woman in the Ceiling. In 2009, an actor by the name of Joe Cummings uploaded a video to YouTube that gave at least 10 million people chills. While Cummings is an actor, he has made many claims that
Sorry by the
everything in this
loading.
video is true and was not set up in any way. Cummings had been hearing strange noises at night for several weeks, and a lot of his food was coming up missing. Cummings originally put the camera up.
Come on, I'm sorry for the... This video takes 16 minutes. I bet it's gonna take 20 for me. God!
Catch his girlfriend sleepwalking or simply lying to him about rummaging about his apartment at night. The camera was set up in his kitchen.
Wait, I'm gonna pause it for a bit so it can like fast forward. So it can like... Okay.
And kept on all night. And what he found the next day was truly nightmare-inducing. In the video uploaded by Cummings, it starts off with the homeless woman dropping down from some type of vent or cubby near the ceiling. That alone would be enough to scare anyone. Her thin legs dropping from the upper right corner of the screen. However, things start to get terrifying in a more realistic way. The woman starts eating food and even pees in the sink. At one point during the night, Cummings gets up to get a drink and the woman darts behind a couch or chair to better hide herself. Once Cummings heads back to bed, she continues her routine before hopping back up into the cubby. Perhaps even more chilling is the few seconds of footage at the end of the video where Cummings wakes up the next morning for breakfast and to take down the camera, completely unaware of the woman as he lived his daily life. Cummings claimed that as soon as he saw the footage, he left his apartment and called the police, who removed her. She had set herself up a small living area in the cubby, which was actually a small loft intended for storage.
God,
While there are many claims out there that the video is faked, it's still very unsettling to think of the possibility of someone living in your home without your knowledge. Number 14, Screaming Spirit. In 2003, many guests staying at the Wingate Hotel began calling into the front desk and complained that there were screams coming from a certain room, room 209 to be exact. Apparently, no one was booked in that room, so a security worker was sent to see if maybe someone had broken in. The security footage catches the security worker approaching the door, and a woman screaming can be clearly heard.
Someone check into that room. There should be nobody in there. Wait 1 second, John. Amy, are you there? Yeah, John says he hears the screaming coming from that room. And I hear it too.
He knocks on the door several times, but there is no answer. The security manager tells his worker, John, to wait for the police to arrive. However, the worker enters the room anyway. After he opens the door, the screaming comes to a complete halt. Once he enters the room, a white ghostly apparition can be seen moving from the doorway and then disappearing. John reports to the security manager that no one is in the room, but the furniture has been flipped and the carpet ripped up. John urges for the police to be called.
Creepy.
Even the manager claims to be scared before the footage ends.
Next video, let's just do
Man, that's scary. I'm officially freaked out now.
There's no history with this hotel, or even particular room being haunted before this.
That's
Number
Photoshop.
13,
No.
Alien Abduction. A paranormal investigation TV series from the late 90s known as Paranormal Borderlines featured a story
I think I'm gonna only do
alien
top
abduction caught on surveillance
10.
camera.
No, wait, top.
The footage was
Let's say
sent in
top
with a
5.
letter that
Until top
provided a
5,
brief
I'm gonna stop the
explanation.
video because
Each
this can't
footage
record that
includes
much. So.
4 black and white blocks of video. In the top right square of footage, there's a worker who exits a gate of some sort. In a flash of light and a camera glitch, he disappears. The tapes continue to run normally, with no sign of the employee for more than 2 hours. Around 1 a.m., the tape exhibits the same behavior as before, and the employee is returned outside the gate lying in the fetal position. He pukes, stands up appearing dazed, confused, and imbalanced before he walks out of the shot. The letter claims that this employee didn't remember anything about this event, or even his alleged alien encounter, but after the incident, the employee did quit his job and move far away, never to be heard from thereafter. The episode of Paranormal Borderline also brought in professionals to examine the tape's authenticity. While the pros do claim that this could be the result of someone taking advantage of common camera malfunctions,
They
those
were like,
glitches
what
are
the
not
heck?
faked.
Okay.
Number 12. Violent Spirit. The happenings in this video are pretty self-explanatory. The original video was uploaded in 2013 and it features a man walking down a hallway of an unidentified building. As he is walking, a dark figure appears in front of him. In the camera's view, the man falls to the ground and is drugged, seemingly by the spirit, towards the end of the hallway for at least 2 or 3 meters before he is let go and runs in the opposite direction. He seems fairly confused and certainly terrified. Of course, there's a vast group of skeptics that claim this to be fake. However, many have made the argument that the way his feet move as he is drugged would make it impossible for him to be pushing himself. It's a pretty chilling thought to imagine yourself walking down a hall, minding your own business, before being pulled to the ground and drugged forward by an immensely strong force. Consider that fact that you probably cannot see the source of your attack, and it makes for a very traumatic experience. Number 11. The Tutorial Ghost. In October 2010, a man was recording a tutorial for his illustration class. He was in his kitchen as to have more
No,
counter
don't
space
go.
available.
I'm gonna
As he
go.
explained the different materials he was using,
Can you get my
in the background,
coffee too?
you can see a cabinet door slowly open without a sound. By this point in the video, you're not even paying attention to the tutorial as you're completely focused on the cabinet door and what may happen next. The small door slams shut and the YouTuber Ben Ivy 2 is startled. He turns back to check out the scene, possibly thinking there's some kind of vermin in the cabinets.
Please,
Once
say
he
right here too, I'm
realizes there's
scared.
nothing in there, he runs to the camera to inspect what just happened.
Oh,
This
I'm
is the type
scared.
of casual ghost activity that probably happens to us in everyday life that we don't even notice. Number 10. Baby Watcher. On October 5th, 2014, a very strange thing occurred during a burglary in Houston, Texas. A man broke into a couple's home to rob them. However, he got distracted. Surveillance footage from inside the home showed the burglar going into the nursery and watching the baby sleep. He did not just casually check to see if the infant was still asleep. He literally stood in place for several moments and watched. He left the child unharmed, fortunately, but nothing can change the minds of the parents who were left completely disturbed by a man silently breaking into their home and watching their baby. The man stole $60 worth of cash and also took a laptop. He later dropped the laptop in the neighbor's yard, though, so this whole ordeal seemed kind of pointless. In fact, the only thing anyone got out of this was the couple probably learned a valuable lesson about protecting their family and more than likely invested in a better security system. Number 9. Guy catches a creeper. The following story was submitted to Reddit by user
What's a
Kobe.
creeper?
In
Comment down
2008,
below
Kobe
what's a
purchased
creeper.
An AV transmitter and
Is it from
receiver and
Minecraft?
intended
Is
to
it
cable
right?
in his bedroom
It's a
without having to
stalker.
pay extra to his company. He started the process of setting the box up, but was having no luck. Eventually, though, a signal started to come through. A very grimy and fuzzy scene of a bedroom appeared on his TV. He soon realized that the AV box wasn't even on yet, so he was confused about the signal, but continued to watch. Covey told his family about the bedroom scene on the TV. They all concluded the AV box was picking up signal from a camera set up nearby, possibly at a neighbor's house. The family kept an eye on the happenings until someone finally entered the room at 6 p.m. that night. It was their neighbor, and they all joked that the camera was probably set up for sexual reasons, or to catch the other cheating. However, things got weird as time went on. The family only randomly tuned in to watch the camera to see if it was still set up. They found out the neighbors were
that's
having
creepy.
renovations done and assumed maybe the camera had to do with the team working in their home every day while they were out. One day when watching the men work, however, a plumber began sifting through the bedroom's drawers, underwear drawers and things like that. He stood up and approached the camera, adjusted some things, then put it back in its place. It was clear that this plumber was the one who set the camera up. Kulvi's dad went to their neighbor's home that night and showed them the camera. He discovered that the creepy plumber had set it up behind a device used to monitor water usage. The couple reported it to the police immediately. It came to light that the man had been coming to their street at night, parking outside of the house, and watching the stream on his laptop of the neighbors sleeping, or possibly being more intimate.
Okay, let's watch something
Explained that
else,
he would
right?
often
No.
walk past the car, but didn't think much of it. Number 8. Brutal officer shooting. In January 1998, Andrew Brandon was speeding down the road at about 100 miles per hour when he was pulled over by Officer Kyle
That was
Dinkheller.
scary.
As soon as he was stopped, Brandon rushed towards Dinkheller in an aggressive stance, and Dinkheller was forced to pull his gun. He also shouted, "I am in fear for my life." Likely in an attempt to warn Brennan he may have to shoot. Brennan and Dinkheller got into a heated argument of some sort before Brennan rushed into his truck to retrieve a rifle. He charged at Dinkheller and shot at him. By the end of this bloody ordeal, Brennan had been shot once in the stomach, while Dinkheller had been shot a total of 10 times. Dinkheller died on the scene and Brennan took off. Thanks to his plate number, he was arrested the next day, charged without incident, and sentenced to death. However, as of 2013, Brennan has still not been executed for his crimes. When he was questioned about why he killed the 22-year-old officer, he responded, "I killed him because he let me." Number 7. Vatican Ghost. A 19-year-old college student took a trip to Europe and found some strange footage on his video camera after he got home and reviewed the memories of his trip.
I was
When you
like,
run into your ex,
ew.
so that clinical activates to keep you feeling dry.
Yeah, this is Kelsey. We used to date.
When pressure spikes, defend against
That's
sweat
funny.
and odor. Gillette.
Nice.
While visiting the Vatican, he had his video camera out to get a good shot of inside the St. Peter's Basilica. In a few frames of the shot, a bright orange or red figure can be seen hovering in the air. It seems like a human figure wearing a cloak or loose sheet, but it moves more mysteriously than that. In a later shot, the figure is still seen there, but in a much lower location, closer to the ground. The student claims that he did not see this in person, only later when he was going through the footage. Some people saw this as a sign of the presence of St. Peter, or even Jesus Christ himself, while others saw it as a darker and more evil presence. The truth is up for those who believe. Number 6. Kitchen Poltergeist. The video of a very violent poltergeist was uploaded by user Mellowbird in 2011. He claims that this footage was taken from inside his severely haunted home. He would come home often to a kitchen totally destroyed. He set up the camera to see what was going on while he was away, and he found something so chilling, most of us would pack up right away, but instead he stuck around to investigate, and now has a very popular channel, with a huge chunk dedicated to his haunted home. You've got to be pretty brave to stay in a home filled with violent and angry spirits that are strong enough to throw furniture, but he has done it for his viewers to be
Have you seen the
entertained
movie?
and more informed. This particular footage is a great example of just how strong and terrifying this haunting is. In fact,
We have to go to
many
church
experts
after
claim
this.
that the thing haunting his home is not a ghost at all, but a very powerful demon. Number 5. St. Louis Dormitory Ghost. This is the type of ghost footage that could very well be fake, but that you still shouldn't watch alone at night in your room, staring at your lit computer screen as you fall through pages of YouTube videos. But being the channel we are, we're providing you with this anyways. The original video, uploaded in 2006, claims that this was taken by a camera left unintended in the dormitory. You are left staring into the dark distance, wondering what will pop into sight at any moment. A female figure seems to focus into the shot. It stands there, probably staring you down, or so you feel. Eventually the figure disappears. Real ghost or not, it's amazing what cameras can catch sometimes. And it's even more amazing how they can
Hey, it's
make
on
you
5.
feel. Number 4.
I know.
Attacked in her own home. In Millburn, New Jersey, sometime in 2013, a father leaves for work and tells